Hey all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNI toy review. And today's review is in association with JediInsider.com, your #1 news source for everything Star Wars. And for today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch Lando Calrissian figure from Hasbro. Now this is based on Lando and how he appears in the new Han Solo movie, and this figure comes packaged in the same style that we've been seeing with all the Black Series figures. You've got the black box up at the top, you've got the Black Series logo, the figure's clearly displayed in the window box. Down below you've got the name of the character and an image. Off to the side you've got that red border, and it tells us this is figure number 65 in the series. And then on the back of the packaging you have a brief bio in multiple languages. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging along with the other contents. Now the only actual accessory the figure comes with, and I'm not including his scarf and cape, which are removable as accessories, is this blaster. Now, I'm guessing this is his signature blaster. He does have an actual holster for it. It's not like one he picked up, I don't think. And like we saw with the Qi'ra figure yesterday, this weapon actually comes apart, so you can pull the barrel off here. I don't know if this is supposed to be a silencer or something, or if they take their weapons apart to conceal them or something along those lines. But as it is, you know, this front barrel does come off on the weapon. And the weapon itself, it's kind of a unique looking blaster. It's done with a metallic silver, which is kind of odd. And then you've got the scope on the top here, and you've got the magazine, and again you've got this kind of long barrel on the weapon. And then as I mentioned, he's got this holster, and it's kind of a weird looking holster. It is a separate piece on the figure, and it's got just these straps. So what you want to do is you just slide it down this top strap, and you got this middle half strap, and then you kind of slide it down to the bottom strap. So it does fit kind of big on the figure, but again, they have actually given him a holster for this large blaster. Now for the figure itself, I think Hasbro's done a pretty solid job with this one and capturing the actor's likeness. I think it looks pretty true to Mr. Glover. He's got the solid black hair with the long sideburns, good skin tone, the eyes are painted pretty good. He's got the goatee, so I think that looks pretty good. As I mentioned, he's got this cape and scarf, which are separate pieces. The cape is made with that kind of vinyl material, and it's all black on the outside. And I thought it was kind of interesting that the inside of the cape is the same shade of blue as the shirt he wears in Empire Strikes Back. Maybe that's just a coincidence, I don't know. And then he's also got this scarf, which is solid black, again made with that kind of rubber type material, and then you've got these white markings down the scarf, and again both are removable. The cape just droops over his shoulder, so there's no straps or anything, but it does fit nice and snug on the figure, so you don't have to really worry about it falling off. He's wearing this bright yellow shirt underneath. There's no real wash effect. You've got a little bit of lighter yellow here at the joint here in the midsection, so it looks like the paint's gotten a little stress there, but nothing too big. This style with these collars that are kind of bent over on their shirts seems to be the going thing in this Solo movie. Everybody seems to have it. So with Lando, he's got the yellow shirt with the black, and also black here on the pocket. And then good skin tone on the hands. I also like how they've included detail like the little cuffs here on the shirt here at the wrist. That seems very Lando stylish like to me. The pants are done with just black, and he's got this red belt that holds up his pants, and then as I mentioned before, he's got the holster, which is a separate piece. And then for the shoes, it's more of a glossy black paint. So this figure stands right at 6 inches tall. Here's a comparison with the new Black Series Han Solo and Qi'ra figures from the new movie, and Han Solo seems to be a hair taller than Lando, and then Lando is taller than Qi'ra. And finally, here's a comparison with the Billy D. Williams version of Lando Calrissian. And you can see that the new figures may be a hair taller, but for the most part they are the same height, and they both seem to share the same taste in capes. However, I guess the scarf look was no longer in by the time we got to Empire Strikes Back. Now for articulation, you can turn the head to the left and to the right, and he can look down pretty good, and he can look up pretty good as well. You can also pivot the head to the left and right, so overall good head movement with this one. Arms attached with your standard ball hinge joint there at the shoulder, so he can get his arm out good. Has good rotation, does not have a bicep swivel, only has a single hinged elbow, so he can bend his elbow that much. Also has a rotation at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, hinges on the hand, so up and down movement there. He has a midsection joint, so you get rotation there at the midsection. You can pivot to the left and the right a bit. Really doesn't have much in the way of crunch forward movement, not an actual ab crunch, and can only look back a little bit. Does not have a waist swivel. Legs are attached with ball joints, so he can do the splits about that much. He can get his leg forward pretty good, and he can do his leg out and back. He's got a thigh swivel, a double jointed knee, so good bending there at the knee, and then with the feet you've got hinges, so up and down movement, and you do get ankle pivot, and 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. So that's my review. So overall, I like this figure. I like the overall look. I'm not sure I like the yellow shirt, but that does seem to be in keeping with how he appears in the movie, so no real complaints there. I think the head sculpt is good, and if you're a fan of Lando Calrissian and the figures from the new movie, I think you'll definitely want to check this one out. Now, the wave with this figure is officially slated to hit starting April 13th, though it has started to hit some stores already. But again, if you don't find them now, you should definitely be able to find them in a couple of weeks. We'll have a full image gallery up at JediInsider.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. I'd really appreciate it. You can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch accounts. I have links to all of those in the video description below. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.